It's got the Three Bears address on it. Hello.
Hello.
Well, this conversation's off to a flying start.
Would you like to hear a joke?
As long as it's not the one about the vicar and the contraceptive jelly.
I don't know that one.
Well, it seems that there's this vicar and this nun, and they were...
Please, let me tell you mine. I need someone to tell me what they think of my new jokes.
Okay then, fire away.
Right. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
A prat?
Cliff. Get it? Cliff, see? Because seagulls sit.
I get it. Ha ha ha.
I've got another one. What do you call a man with a shovel on his head?
Cliff?
Doug.
Doug?
Yeah, because he's got a shovel on his head. Shovel. Doug. Doug.
I think I may have spotted the problem with your jokes.
Hang on, I know this great story about...
Sounds more interesting. Go on.
I can't. You might spread it around.
I can't believe I walked into that one.
So, what do you think?
You've got big problems, mate. These jokes wouldn't amuse a little and large audience.
Oh, looks like I'm finished then.
That's life, I'm afraid. You win some and you lose some. Why don't you have a look through this?
These are really good. You must let me give you something in return.
I'm sure there's nothing of yours that I want.
But take my bladder anyway. I won't be needing it anymore.
Thanks. I think that's the last time I do him a favour.
Mommy!
No way am I going near that thing. I swear I'll never flush another one of them things down the plug hole again.
Can I help you, sir?
I don't know. Have you got any mucosay lying about?
I'm afraid not, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not unless you know anything about cheap adventure games.
I'm afraid not, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm interested in a loan.
In that case, sir, you've come to the right place. What sort of loan are you particularly interested in?
One of those ones where you give me money.
That's usually the purpose of a loan, sir. The important bit is deciding which of our loans is right for you.
What have you got?
Well, there's your basic traditional or pound of flesh loan. Further up the scale, you've got the relative collateral loan. Then there's the medical experiments loan. The first-time buyer slavery option loan. We can usually tailor one to suit our specific needs.
What's the pound of flesh loan?
That's our most basic loan. We'll lend you 2,000 pieces of gold, and if you don't pay it back, we can take a pound of flesh, including blood and internal organs, from your body. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me about the relative collateral loan.
Basically, it means that if you don't pay us back, then we send some lads round to butcher all your relatives. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Fill me in on the medical experiments loan.
Should you fail to repay the money you owe us, we are entitled to use your body in gruesome cosmetic testing experiments. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What's the score re the slavery option thing?
The slavery option simply means that we are entitled to sell you into slavery should you fail to repay the loan. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I think I'll go for the relative collateral loan.
No problem, sir. You'll have to have an interview with the boss to sort out your application. You can go through whenever you're ready.
Ah, Mr. Sorcerer. Mr. Sorcerer, just bear with me a second. I'm just dealing with a bad debt case. Now, Mr. Sorcerer, what can I do for you? Where does that tube lead to? The loan recovery department for mortgages. It's basically just a siege catapult up on the roof. You demolish people's houses for being late on a mortgage payment? It's all in the loan contract. Is there something I could do for you or not? I'm doing a sponsored, what's that? I get sponsored to, we lend money here, we don't give it away. It's for the Retired Graphic Adventure Stars Pension Fund. I don't care if it's for homeless, starving orphans with big sad eyes. Is there something I can do for you or not? You could be the butt of a few cheap toupee gags. I could. And I could arrange for you to be the butt of a variety of surgical implements. So is there anything I could do for you or not? I'm interested in the relative collateral loan. Hang on a second, I'll just find the application form. I can't seem to find a form at the moment. Would you mind coming back later? No problem. while, up on the roof,
Here's another one. What's the address? The Three Bears, 69, code 69. You know where it is? Yeah! Fire! Good shot! Thanks.
looks like I've done them a favour. They've left the tap on. Whoops! I hope it still works. I think I hear someone.
Pa, looks like we had another break-in.
I'll catch that young hooligan this time.
Wait, Pa, it could be dangerous.
Stand aside, Ma. I'm trained to handle this.
Oh, heck. Rumbled. Yeah, I'd better hide. Phew.
Here I come. Ah! It's all clear, Ma.
You checked everywhere, Pa?
No sign of anyone, Ma. Come in.
Come on, Junior.
Who's been blowing up my door?
And who's been drying out my sponge collection?
And who's been breaking my computer?
I'll bet I know who it was.
Who, Pa?
Her.
Not again, Pa.
I'm afraid so, Ma.
Oh, Pa, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, Ma. Why don't you start cooking the porridge while I think about it?
Okay, Pa. I'll just light the fire, Pa.
Fire?
Ah! What do you suppose that was, Pa?
Sounded like rats again, Ma.
I needed a bath anyway.
Did you hear about what happened to that tray? Oh, yes. It must be terrible for you. They do say the same thing happened to your Darren once. Oh, yes. It was terrible for her. Didn't you have to know what she's like?
Don't say you've started clutching at straws already. It says, back after lunch. I don't want to exert myself unnecessarily. Oi! Huh? I sense this conversation is heading nowhere fast. I suppose you're as nutty as the rest of them.
Do you want to know the secret?
I don't know. Is it full of raunchy...
I can't tell you. I'm afraid if I did, then it wouldn't be a secret.
Oh, go on. I promise I won't tell anybody.
I can't. It's too secret to tell anybody in the whole world.
Surely that doesn't apply to little old me.
I can't tell you.
Unless... what?
Unless the fairies have given you permission to hear it.
Of course they have. Me and the fairies go back years.
You wouldn't know.
Me?
If you did, the fairies would be very cross.
What would they do to me?
To the fairies, untrue is a terrible cross.
What is it?
For the fairy of a single day and night, the liar is swept senseless with a single blade of grass. So, bearing in mind this terrible punishment, have you had the fairy's permission or not?
Oh, come and tell me already.
All right then. And you're ready to learn the most important secret in the world? A secret shared by only a handful of chosen ones. A secret that could...
I'm ready.
Right. Do you know something?
What?
Oh, it can't have been that important.
Well, what did you expect? Excuse me?
A good herring, my boy?
Good herring?
Yes, and a fine herring it is too.
Lovely. The cod is shining, not a sea bass in sight.
But I hear there's a school of low crayfish coming in from the east.
You're totally mad, aren't you?
Mad? Mad as a March sharp, my boy. There's none more loopy than I.
Look, mate, I could recommend a really top-class shrink.
I am a really top-class shrink. Why do you think I'm like this?
I suggest you book an appointment with yourself pronto.
Good idea.
What about the rest of them?
We're all mad, you know. Not an ounce of tuner amongst us. Speak to the high frying pan if you think you are worthy.
Which one is he?
A true crayfish would know.
Really?
Farewell, and may the mackerel be with you.
I'm sure they will. Hello? Hello! I don't think he can hear me.
He's taking a vow of deafness.
A vow of deafness? So, how do I speak to him?
Write it down on this.
These guys are dangerously weird.
see! I can see you now! It means I'm head of the society! Have a brochure!
Apparently, this lot believe that an hour of lunacy every week is stress relieving. They think it reduces the risk of madness in later life. So, how do I join? Oh, yeah.
Luckily for you, we have a vacancy as a porridge wearer. Yes, our last porridge wearer was thrown out for trying to get away with muesli. I'd have thought it was pretty obvious. All you have to do is wear the porridge.
No worries.
Pa, look! There's an intruder in the house.
Oh, there is, Ma. What in tarnation are you doing in my house?
Well, I couldn't help noticing that there appears to be a big hole in your wall. I just thought I'd drop in and mention it.
What are you doing snooping around my house? Don't give me any of that garbage.
But
You're in league with her, aren't you? You come here to check out our security.
Actually,
Well, what have you got to say for yourself? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't arrest you right now.
Pa, why don't you give the boy a chance?
Quiet, Mom. Let me handle this. Well,
is something bothering you?
I just want to know one thing.
What?
Are you in league with the Goldilocks? Her!
I think I've got her wig.
Let me see it. This is it. This is the breakthrough we've been waiting for. Now we can leave the house without having to worry about her eating the porridge.
Or sleeping in the bed.
Or beating my high score at Tetris. How can I ever repay you, son?
Do you mind if I have some of your porridge?
Sure thing. Give him a bowl of your special porridge.
Okay, Pa. Come with me. There you are.
Have a nice day, son.
I feel like Simon the Supergrass. Am I ready to join up now?
I've got your membership stuff right here!
Hang on while I clean this porridge off. Let's have a look in here. $100. An annoying piece of elastic that prevents Americans falling into rivers. I can't imagine what use I'll have for it. It's a brochure about those lunatics I met. The bladder the jester gave me.